After watching this video, you'll be able to play over anything with a very simple scale right after this. Hello, this is David. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping you develop your musical personality so that you can tell a better musical story, and that's really what it's all about. Today we're talking about a scale. We're talking about a 5-note scale. We're talking about a scale that is used in blues. Okay, we're talking about the minor pentatonic scale, but we're not going to use the pentatonic scale in the way you might be thinking of. Typically we use the pentatonic scale as a home base, and we just improvise, jam, let our fingers do their thing for the amount of time you have to solo, and it sounds okay, but it always sounds kind of the same. It sounds pentatonic. Check this out. I have a backing track here. This backing track is special. It's made of a single chord. It's only a G minor 7 type of thing, type of amp, which is great because now we can explore different scales that would work over a G minor chord. By the way, you can download this backing track and the charts and other backing tracks that will go with this lesson. There's a link below. It'll take you to a sign-up page. Sign up once for free, get access to everything. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let me show you this. This backing track here is, again, G minor. G minor means G minor pentatonic. It's gonna work great. First position. That's our home base, and I can hang out to that for a while. And that sounds fine. There's a lot of expressive ideas you can do with the minor pentatonic scale. I still want you to use that. But if you just stay in that home base, you're always using 5 notes. And in music, in Western music, we can always have up to 7 notes that will work on any given chords. That means that we can add 2 notes to the minor pentatonic scale to have a 7-note scale that would work over this chord. The notes of the minor pentatonic scale are the root, the minor 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the minor 7th. We're missing a 2nd and a 6th. We could use a major 2nd if we want, or a minor 2nd if we want. We could use a major 6th or a minor 6th. And in this case, it's really up to you. You get to pick what type of 2nd and what type of 6th you're going to use, because this backing track only uses the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the minor 7th. Those are the notes of the minor pentatonic scale. So you have full liberty as to which type of personality you're going to give to that 2nd and that 6th. In this case, we're going to go with a major 2nd and a major 6th, creating 7 notes that together make what we call the Dorian mode, the Dorian scale. If you're new to the channel and you're about to leave because you heard me talk about modes, I get it. I don't like talking about modes and scales and theory. Let me tell you a story. This is how I view things. In music, you are telling a story. You're telling a musical story, a living story, a story that is going to evolve, and this story is made of different characters. In front of you, you have 12 different actors that are going to play the parts of the characters in your story. Every story has 7 characters. These 7 characters can have different personalities: happy, uplifted, sad, depressed, major, augmented, minor, diminished. If that rang a bell, great. If not, that's all right. Let's move on to the next part of the video. All right, so we're joining this story that is being told, and in order to add to this story, we need to use the same types of characters that are heard in this story that's going on. This story, this backing track, is made of these characters. We have the main character, the root, a minor 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, and a minor 7th. We added 2 more characters that are not heard in this story. So we are adding the major 2nd and the major 6th. That's the Dorian mode. Okay. These are gonna work. And now you understand that within this Dorian mode, we have a hidden minor pentatonic scale. This is where things get a little weird. Check this out. I just opened one of my favorite softwares, Neck Diagrams. I'm still on version 1, but it works great. There's a link in the description of this video if you'd like. And in front of us, we have an empty fretboard. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to generate a scale. We're going to generate the Dorian scale we were working on. And we are in G, and I'm going to make all the notes hollow. This is what we have all over the fretboard. Now earlier, what we were playing is this scale right here, the minor pentatonic scale, which starts from the root, which is what most players are doing, and that's going to work great. It's kind of hidden in the Dorian mode. Now check this out. I'm going to take the same exact shape this time, and we find it right here. It's the same exact shape, 2 frets higher. Same exact thing. And we also find it right here on the 10th fret. One shape, 3 different ways of starting the shape on different frets. On the 3rd fret if we're in G, the 5th and the 10th fret. This means that I can use the same exact minor pentatonic shape in its first position in 3 different areas of the fretboard to bring out the color of the Dorian mode. Here's position number 1. 2 frets higher. And on the 10th fret. Let's use this a little bit more musically. And that is just with one shape. And here's where things get really freaky. This happens all the time. This happens with all the modes. This happens with the minor modes, Dorian, Phrygian, Aeolian, but also with the major modes, Ionian, Lydian, Mixolydian, even Locrian. It happens all the time. Okay, let's talk music theory for just a few seconds. The modes that we typically use in modern music, rock, blues, funk, those are part of a set of scales called the church modes. These modes originally were all related to each other. And in a way, they still are. In other words, you can start one scale from one note and then play the same exact set of notes from the 2nd note, it'll become another mode. Same exact notes from a 3rd mode, it'll become another mode. And that creates a lot of confusion because people think that, hey, that's a great shortcut. All I have to do is learn one position, start that position from a different note, and I will know all my modes. Well, the problem with that is that all your improvisations are going to be played within the same position. And that's the danger because position-based improvs are oftentimes very finger influenced and your mind just kind of tends to sit back, relax, and trust the process and never really develop your own story. If that did not make sense at all, totally fine. If it did, that's fine too, because what follows will explain why we find that minor pentatonic scale within the whole fretboard. You see, the minor pentatonic scale is found within the Dorian mode, the Phrygian mode, and the Aeolian mode. Those are 3 different places they're found. And because these modes, there are 7 of them, are all part of the same system, that means that we can use a minor pentatonic scale position starting from the relative Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeolian. And that's exactly what we did just here. If you're confused by this explanation, it's actually a good thing. It means that you have not been, I'm going to use the word polluted, but I don't mean it in a bad way, but you haven't been really touched too much by sometimes the yuckiness of music theory. It can get a little icky sometimes if you approach it the wrong way. The backing tracks that are prepared for you are going to help you explore this concept. And really, I highly encourage you that you check out the link below to try them out. There are some charts also, and everything will be a lot clearer if you try this on your own. And also, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you about something I've been working on for the last few years. This is the Primal Guitar Experience. And if you want to be in the loop, click this right here to sign up to the wait list. This will change everything. It's a brand new type of teaching that I'm finally ready to unveil. It's going to be awesome. I can't tell you too much, But just be curious about this. Click this. This changes everything. Download the backing tracks, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Practice well.